Lads, I've been got. Well and truly got. Yesterday, I set up the camera to record the preview, started the preview, was in a jolly old mood, and then I hit 10,000 subscribers whilst I was doing the video. So I stopped the video, I streamed. Okay, so I don't even know if this is working right now because I haven't streamed in such a long time. Hopefully it's working. But I just want to say thank you very much for 10,000 subscribers. Stream to everyone saying thank you for 10,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. And then right at the end of the stream, YouTube decided to do a little bit of a purge and take about 25 subscribers off me. Cheers, guys. We went from about 10,007 or 10,009, something like that, to about 9,987, something daft like that. So yeah. About, is that 20 subscribers? Yeah, 20 subscribers. So, yeah, I was a little bit devastated last night because I was expecting to celebrate. But saying that, I think YouTube have worked out that these subscribers are legit. And we are now back to 9,903. So we've gained a few back. But hopefully by the time that this video's gone out, they will give me my subscribers back. So, fingers crossed. So I'm going to try and record this video as jolly as possible because yesterday I was absolutely buzzing. Exhibit A. It's just mental. I can't believe it. I honestly, never in a million years did I expect to get 10,000 subscribers. And it's happened. But anyway, let's crack on. We've got Southampton for the last game of the season. And we've got to say, it's been one hell of a season. If we finish 8th or if we finish 10th, it's still been an amazing season. Well, we can finish 9th as well, can't we? So yeah, if we win the game, we will finish 8th. No doubt about that. But depending on the Burnley and Arsenal results, we could also finish either 9th or 10th. And trust me, this is going to be a tough game. Because Southampton have been brilliant for kind of like the second half of the season. Obviously, they got absolutely hammered by Leicester 9-0 early on in the season. And everyone in the Dogs thought, yeah, they are going down. But they've done so well to pick themselves back up and gain a bit of form. Because let's be honest, Ralph Hasenhüttl was probably about that far away from losing his job after that 9-0. But it just shows what can happen if you give a manager time. So the last time we played Southampton, we weren't great. And obviously after they lost 9-0 to Leicester, I'm thinking, are we going to get relegated? If we can't beat someone like Southampton, how are we going to beat anyone else? But no, it was early on in the season. We lost 1-0. Everything went wrong that day. Ollie McBurney had a goal disallowed for offside. We were denied a penalty when it clearly came off James Ward-Prowse's arm and stopped. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Jack O'Connell coming in on the back post. But what happened was the ball came over from a corner and James Ward-Prowse was like looking around trying to find the ball. And he had his arms out and he just came down and slapped him straight on the arm. And I think it went out for another corner. But Jack O'Connell was coming in at that back post to smash it in the back of the net. And it went to VAR and there was no penalty. Like, I just could not get my head around it. Obviously as well, Billy Sharp got sent off for a bit of a reckless challenge. And it's probably been one of the only times this season that our defence has been absolutely bamboozled. Jack O'Connell just got sent for an hot dog. But obviously we're a better team now. Southampton's a better team now. So it should be a good game. So really for team news, I don't think people are that bothered, are we really? Because it would just be nice to see some of the players that aren't going to play next season. So I would actually like to see Kieran Freeman playing at right wing back. I'd like to see Leon Clark play up front. I don't think that's going to happen. I know there's a few million quid from finishing like 8th to 10th. I don't know exactly how much it is. And I know we'd like to finish as high as possible. But I'd also like to see some of these players playing. So Chris Wilder's come out and said the reason why Mousse wasn't playing in the last game is because he let him go home because his missus had just given birth. So, is that all right, guys? Can we just stop talking about them having a massive Barney over it? I'm still very hopeful that Mousse is going to be here next season, but he's not going to be here for this game. We know that already. And it's also looking like Luke Freeman's probably not going to be playing either, even though I would have liked to have seen him playing this game as well. Also, I think Neil Warnock sent Ravel Morrison back from loan to Middlesbrough. So, play him as well. Might as well. Nah, I'm only joking on that one. So looking at Southampton's team, Boufal won't be playing and Gineppo won't be playing. Thank God for that, because he's the one that sent Jack O'Connell for an hot dog. Next up, we've got predicted lineup, and like I keep saying, I'd like to see some of the players that aren't going to be here next season playing. I think Chris Wilder will throw in an odd 1 or 2 players that aren't kind of in the starting squad normally. Maybe I think Kieran Freeman's got a good chance of starting in this game, if I'm honest. Other than that, I'm just not sure. I think he'll obviously go Henderson in the net. I think it will be... Who will it be? I don't even know. Could be Jags. Could be Jags instead of Egan. Who knows? Okay, let me have a bit of a wild stab at who's going to be playing. I'm going to go a bit wild here. So I'm going to go Henderson in the net. I'm going to go Freeman at right wing back. I'm going to go Basham, Jags, Jack O'Connell, or maybe Jack Robinson. I'm going to go Jack Robinson, stuff it. And obviously Andy Stevens at left wing back. In the midfield, maybe Sander Berger at centre defensive midfield. Maybe Fleck and Lundstrom? Possibly? Maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing here, aren't I? And then finally, I'm going to go David McGoldrick and Billy Sharp, maybe. That's what I'm going for. It could be anyone. It could actually be the exact same team. But I would like to see him play a few different players. So players to watch. Southampton have got 3 players that I really, really like. I think Nathan Redmond, on his day, is excellent, and I love to watch him play football. But he's just very inconsistent, or he'd be playing for a top 6 club. James Ward-Prowse is one of the best dead ball specialists in the Premier League. Easily. His deliveries from corners and free kicks is amazing, and obviously he can score from free kicks too. But there's only one player that's stolen all the headlines this season, and it's got to be Danny Ings. He banged goals in, and then he went to Liverpool and just had a really, really torrid time with injuries. But this season he's back amongst the goals playing for Southampton, and he scored 21 goals this season, which, excellent. Just excellent. Now on to score prediction, and I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to go for like 2-2 or something like that, because that's what normally happens in these last game of the season fixtures when neither team has anything to play for. And that's what happened a few years ago. I think it was 2 years ago when we played the last game of the season, us against Bristol City. Neither team had anything to play for, and it finished 3-2 to us. I think teams just let go at the last game of the season. Got nothing to play for. Who cares? Stuff it. Let's just go and score loads of goals. But yeah, I think it's going to be a difficult game to win. But I'd happily take a draw. Be nice to finish 8th though. Now we're on to memorable matches. And the only one that I can really think of is when we beat them 1-0 in the Cup in 2014 when Mark McNulty scored. Obviously, the reason why that was such a memorable moment is because we were in League One and Southampton were in the Premier League. But not just that, Southampton were playing really, really good football at that point, and they had Sadio Mane up front. It was a big cup shock. Just look at the teams. We had Mark Howard, Ryan Flynn playing right back, McEverley, Doyle, Louis Reed, Campbell Rice, Cavalier. Come on, guys. They did have a man sent off, but it weren't until the 90+1 minute, so the game was gone by then. And on their side, they had Shane Long, Sadio Mane, Ward-Prowse, Bertrand, Wanyama, Sneijderlin, Fraser Forster in the net as well. It was a really, really good side. I've only just noticed Jose Fonte. Where even is it? Oh, he's in France. Yeah, even had Jose Fonte and Alderweireld on the bench. I remember that match like it was yesterday as well. We played so well. And we got our just desserts in the goal because Mark McNulty got kind of... Well, it were a little bit of a soft free kick to give right on the edge of the box. And Bob Harris just smashed it as hard as he could. Fraser Forster couldn't quite... Well, he kept it out just enough for Mark McNulty to run in and smash it in the back of the net. And then we went through to the semi-final of the Cup and lost to Spurs 3-2, but what a Cup run that was. Now on to my favourite part of every single preview video. It is the player connections. And in this one we've got some doozies. Number 1 is Chris Wilder. Actually started his career at Southampton. And obviously played for us a couple of times as well. Then we've got one of my favourite strikers of all time, James Beattie. James Beattie scored loads of goals for Southampton and also scored loads of goals for us. And quite like us, Billy Sharp got Southampton promoted to the Premier League as well. We've also got David McGoldrick, who used to play for Southampton and obviously now plays for us. This is crazy. There's so many current players that have played for both teams. And finally, another one. Che Adams obviously plays for Southampton right now, and we kind of signed him from non-league. Crazy. Mental. So anyway, that is it. This is the last preview of the season. I hope you've enjoyed them. I'm going to be doing loads more videos, so don't worry about that. It's just there's not going to be any previews for quite a while. Also, the channel is going to be changing. I'm going to be bringing more guests onto the channel. There's going to be lots more different types of video. I'm just ramping it up massively. And I think it's the fact that I'm just coming up to 10,000 subscribers, because I would love to get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of next season. That would be amazing. It's going to be very, very difficult, but I'm going to try my best. So anyway, obviously, subscribe to get me back over that 10,000 subscriber mark. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you for another preview next season. Stay good.
Look at that ping from Norwood. Makes other teams look no good. Yeah. We've got a team full of leaders. Alan Hill, Chris Wilder taught us. Right. Yeah, there was us on the tour bus. Yeah. Look how many goals Billy scored us. It's beautiful downtown Bromley Lane. We are the boys from Shore.